Hi guys, this is a tutorial for how to begin on the slipover, which I have here. And before I get into it, I just want to quickly show you what we're going to do because the slipover is knitted top down, and we begin on the back side of the slipover. So as you cast on, this is actually your cast on edge, and we then start knitting in that direction, making short rows to shape the higher neckline and the sloping shoulders. So you start by casting on the number of stitches that your pattern calls for. Then you break the yarn like so, and you then start by slipping or moving the number of stitches that the pattern calls for. In my case, it's 36. So I've already done that. I've slipped them from my left hand needle to my right hand needle. And I've also added a stitch marker here to show me when I have to make the first turn, which you'll also find in your pattern. And then we need some more yarn. So here I am with new yarn, and on the right side the pattern is 4 knit and 2 purl, and on the wrong side, because we're knitting back and forth, it's 4 purls and 2 knit. So the first row is on the wrong side of your work, so make sure you start on the right side. And I know this is the right side because I need to get to this stitch marker here. So if you're in doubt, you have to go the opposite direction of where your yarn tail from the cast on is hanging. And check the pattern to see where you have to begin in that stitch. I got this mounted the wrong way. There we go. I have to start on one knit stitch, and then I can get into the pattern. 4 purl stitches. The first row is always annoying to knit, I feel. Always takes so long time. Also because this isn't pointed, this needle, which is actually quite annoying for the startup. Other than that, it's fine. So let's see. The 4 purls, and I'm just gonna knit till I get to the marker here. So here I am. I've reached my stitch marker. I'm just going to remove it. Now I turn my work around, move 1 stitch to my right needle. I make a double stitch, and I then knit back in pattern till I have 32 stitches left on my needle. And I have to remember that now we're on the right side of our work. So now the pattern is 4 knit and 2 purls. The pattern should say what you have to start knitting, but it's also a good idea to read your work. And I see here I have a knit stitch. I have 4 knit stitch and 2 purls. So you knit what the stitches tell you to knit. Here I am. I'm at my next turning point, and I turn my work around, keep the yarn in front. Make a double stitch, and I then knit or work my way back, so till I have 32 stitches left on the needle. And I work in pattern, so which means I have to read my knitting here. It's so I knit what the stitches show me. Purl stitch, and so I quickly just want to show you I'm coming up on the double stitch from the previous round. You can tell it's like 2 stitches held together by this little knot, and I'm gonna knit this in pattern every time you reach a double stitch. You make sure you just knit them in pattern, and then we're gonna gradually, as we turn, knit more and more stitches. So you're gonna knit this double stitch and then 4 more stitches, and then you're gonna turn, and then you're gonna knit all the way back till you reach the double stitch on the other side from the previous round. You're gonna knit that in pattern, and then 4 more stitches, and you're gonna turn, and you're gonna keep on going like that till you reach the point in the pattern where it calls you to stop. Okay, so I've finished my short rows and just want to show you the result. I can just show you here also, because it's supposed to go here. That makes sense, I hope so. And then you just continue knitting down as the pattern states. All right, happy knitting.